Hello friends, in today's video I am going to tell you about a system which is growing fastly worldwide. Whatever plans you have seen yet in the network marketing, just let it go till you are watching this plan, because this plan is so unique. Our website is 5050donation.org. This is a crowdfunding concept whose owner is Richard Sir, and he belongs from USA. This concept is completely peer-to-peer and decentralized. To participate in this, you have to register yourself in only $10, whose time duration is 6 months. As you done with the registration, you will be provided user ID and password. In this you have 5 pools like $50, $100, $300, $500 and $1,000. Now, let's have a look at how it actually works. This is a 2x2 matrix plan in which you have 2 levels. If you are part of this system, it means somebody has invited you. Suppose that you are a you. When you select $50 pool, it means you are ready to help or donate this $50 to somebody. As you select $50 pool, 2 links will appear on your ID with 2 different names, and you will send 50%, that is half and half amount, to both of them. Your payment is instant and you don't have to wait for any company. Like if the closing is on Friday or any other day, you will be having complete details of a person on your screen like user ID, name, email ID, mobile number and bank details, or you can make a call to a person to ask him how would you like to receive the payment, like in bank, PayPal, Google Pay, or in Bitcoin, so you can pay via any method. In the 2 names, one would be a person who take you in the system, and you can send him 50% of your amount, like $25, to your enroller, and other 50% means $25 to his immediate enroller. After you've done the transfer, you will upload transaction ID and slip as well, then other person will confirm it. After the payment is confirmed, your pool will be started and now you can receive donations. Like I have told you, this is a 2x2 matrix. If you bring 2 people here in the system, like David or John, so these 2 person are your first level. Now, if David brings any other 2 persons like Robert or James, and John bring another 2 persons like William and Tom, so this would be your second level. Like somebody brings you in the system, like you make David as part of it. So David will give you 50%, means $25 to you, and remaining 50%, that is $25, to your enroller, who bring you in this system, likewise as you bring the John in the system. So he will give you $25 and rest of $25 to your enroller. So by this method, you got your $50 instant. What will be good than this? This is not something that you have put your amount and you have to wait for your principal amount till 10 months. Now teach this thing to your level 1, means John and David, like bring the 2 people and you will get back your principal amount. Like you bring 2 people, John and David, likewise David brings Robert and James in the system and John brings William and Tom. So here Robert and James will pay 50% to David and rest 50% to you. Similarly, William and Tom will pay 50% to John and remaining 50% to you. In this way, the total amount they would be giving you is $25 by each, so you will get $150 donation. Now you get 3 times donation of your principal amount. After completing this pool, you can continue again this pool, and same like this, you will get 2 persons link to whom you send $25 and $25, and in this way you will again get $25 from 6 persons. This means again 3 times of your amount become $150. Now, the good thing is that whenever you upgrade, you will have the same person in that 2 persons that brings you in the system, and when you again do the donation, the pool started. In new pool, you can direct 2 persons, or when David completed the pool, he can join your tree by searching his enroller and can take his place wherever it is empty from top to bottom, left to right. Again, David will pay you and your enroller 50-50%. Likewise, whoever completed the pool first can join your tree wherever the space is left. Likewise, David and John will complete their pool. People will come and the matrix will automatically complete it. Mobius loop. This software follows the Mobius loop that nobody has. With the help of Mobius loop, your structure can be filled from upline, downline, or cross-leg. Now have a look at how it works. Let's suppose you are a U and this is your structure. You put two directs here, David and John. Just suppose they both don't have time to work, but you want to complete your cycle as soon as possible. Now, if a new direct comes to you, so according to the matrix rules, he will be placed from top to bottom, left to right. The very first empty space. It means he will come to the left of David. Now you take James a fourth direct, and he will be placed in the right of David. Robert and James will pay you 50% as you are their sponsor and 50% to David. Now you can see, due to upline, David received complete 100% payment. Let Robert and James also bring their two more directs. So David completed his cycle here without doing anything. But this would happen only once. For taking benefits again from this Mobius loop, David must have to put two directs, which means it is compulsory for him to bring two more applicants like Robert and James. Likewise, if the John is lucky, your fifth and sixth directs, so putting William's two directs and Tom's two directs, John will also complete this cycle without doing anything. Now we see how downline and crossleg will help you and how you can complete your cycle by this. Suppose you are a U and your two directs are David and John. Let's suppose you and John don't have time, but David has time and David brings his two directs, Robert and James. Then Robert brings his two directs like Maria and Chris. Likewise, James brings his two directs, Carl and Noah. So David completed his first cycle before you. In this case, G-System will work. G-System keeps you and your team together forever. You always follow your enroller, and your directs will follow you. With the help of G-System, David will see where an empty place in your structure. So David will come in John's left for his second cycle. In this way, David will pay 50-50% payment to you and John. If David again completed his cycle, then he will again follow you. That's where is an empty space in your system, so David comes in the right of John as well for his third cycle, and again he will pay 50-50% payment to you and John. In this way, you completed your first cycle with the help of David. And if David again brings two more people, so John will also complete his first cycle. So by this system, you can earn a lot of money. Now let's see how much you can earn money here. Let's suppose after 2 or 3 months you are going to complete your all cycles. So by $50 you will earn $150. By $100 cycle you will earn $300. By $300 cycle you will earn $900. By $500 cycle you will earn $1,500. By $1,000 cycle you will earn $3,000. This means you are earning $5,850 weekly. This would be your weekly income, which means in a month it becomes $23,400. So yearly income would be $187,200. So, dear friends, you can earn by this way. Now let me tell you some important points of this system. This system is to work with a single ID. Here is no need of tripod or 7-pod. You have to take care of one thing. If from your side one person is upgrading from down in a pool, so he can comes above you just for one cycle, if you are not active in that pool, so keep yourself upgrade all time. Let's suppose you are a U, and this is your enroller, and this is your immediate enroller, and this is your downline David and John. Robert and James are David's downline. Suppose you are in $50 pool, and David is also in $50 pool, and Robert wants to upgrade in $100 pool, so Robert will first see. If David is active in $100 pool or not, then he will see you. If David and you are not active, but your enroller is active in $100 pool, so Robert will move to your enroller for one cycle. If you upgrade in second cycle, then Robert will again come to you. So like this, you can earn in millions or billions as well in this system.